Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming at you guys again with another. And yes, today it is the time, it is the day, the Nike Air Fear of God 1. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this might be a longer review just because there's a lot of details with the sneaker and some other points I want to touch on with it. Now you guys see the boxes in the back. I got a couple reference shoes right here and try to recall back on some of the knowledge from the stuff that I've been reading about the sneaker to give y'all the best and most detailed review I can. And this on feet is gonna have a lot of different pants options because I just think that this shoe works with a lot of different stuff, but we will get into that. For now, let's grab the box. Blam! Right here, the all over, really bright orange Nike Air Fear of God 1 box. There's a little bit of Fear of God tagging on the top, very minimal, which makes sense, it being a collab with Fear of God. And then towards the back, you got your regular Nike trays, Nike sneakers, all that good stuff on the bottom of the box. Now, the sizing label on this one is basically a white and gray. Reads Nike Air Fear of God 1, mine is a size 12, and I have the black colorway, which reads black on black. And the last little detail in the box that I see right here, you do have a little Nike swoosh on the right side, and then you have Air Fear of God, of course Fear of God, and that old school retro flight look. Now let's open this box, and I mean even the packaging is part of you know, when I watch Unbox Therapy, he talks about an experience, the unboxing experience, and I feel like they definitely have done a great job on these. When I open this box and I see this foil type dust bag or these foil type bags right here, I feel like Doc Brown has just landed. He was my UPS driver in the DeLorean and put them on my doorstep. That's what I feel like I'm looking at right here. Now you're also gonna get two small bags, same of these foil bags right here with the Air Fear of God on them, and they're gonna come with the Fear of God lace locks or toggles, whatever you want to call them, as well as the laces, the extra laces. Now I do have the extra laces here with mine. Also, the Air Fear of God hang tag will be included. I'm waiting on mine. They were out of the box, probably showing people the shoe, and they just weren't packaged, so it's on the way. I guess we can set the box in the back for 2 seconds, and get into the actual shoe. Like I said, bruh, I feel like this shoe has been delivered to me from the future, and these are some anti-time bags right here. Now, pulling both sneakers out of these foil type bags, place that right here, place this right here. I mean, that unboxing experience is just, it's just crazy. And then you get to the sneaker, the Air Fear of God 1. I have been talking pretty highly, definitely gassing this sneaker up for a long time, ever since I first seen them, and there are just a lot of great details on the shoe. So I'm going to go through the shoe first and then talk about some other stuff. Now let's get to the sole. First off, the sole. There is no real midsole, there is just a one piece, I would kind of say minimal sole on the sneaker. In the bottom, the way that the treading looks, it really reminds me of an updated version of the Air Force 1. And remember, these are marketed, these are technically basketball shoe, a performance basketball sneaker. Now I don't play ball at all really, or as much as I used to, and would I play ball in these? I guess I would try it once, but as far as lockdown goes, I mean, there are some different aspects like the cage. There's fly wire, pretty thick fly wire. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could do it, but for me, it's just gonna be a style sneaker. Now, another detail you guys see back here on the bottom of the sole, you do have these visible zoom air units. It's actually a double stacked air zoom unit, and there is full zoom air throughout the sneaker. I put the shoe on, I've worn it for a good 2 or 3 hours at this point, and I would say that they are pretty comfortable. They're good to go. As far as sizing goes, because I forgot to include that in the beginning, I do feel like they run a little bit big. I got a size 12, which is my true size. I feel like the 11.5 would have fit perfect. It probably would have filled the shoe out a little bit more and maybe gave me a little bit of a better shape, but the shape is already amazing on the sneaker, so it really wasn't that bad. Now let's get back to the sole. For that, I need to place one of these guys back here, and let's talk about this shoe right here, the Air Max 180. Obviously you guys are going to see where some of the inspiration came from, but they've just taken this bubble right here and really modernized it and really moved it into the future. As you guys can see, it is one piece, it's flush with the sole, and man, it's these are just a work of art, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be gassing them. I'm gonna be gassing them. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, tossing that in the back, to get to some more details on the shoe, you also have these numbers down here, SN8329166. And that number is actually his grandfather's military service number. So a bit of storytelling and something near and dear to him on the sole. You also have Fear of God right here, D-Boss on the outsole. I know somebody was like, I wish there was Fear of God bigger or somewhere else on the shoe. That is all the Fear of God you get, and I feel like that's all of the Fear of God you needed. I don't think the point of this particular sneaker was to have Fear of God plastered all over it. Now, grabbing the other shoe back once again, other than the sole, that's all I really have to go through. I really like how it is really all one piece and all super flush with the upper. The design just flows super well on these, and I just gotta say, good job. The sole is also kind of like a cream colorway, which I do like, because I mean, once they get dirty, they already kind of look a little aged, a little oxidized, so it really helps a little bit in the long run. Now, moving up to the uppers, you do have a 3M toe cap. It feels like some type of fused material up here. Now, on the toe, you have a really, I can't really tell if this is a leather or a suede. It is a really nice premium material though up here on the toe. Now, I don't have this specific shoe to show off to you guys for reference, but the cage on the upper is inspired by the Air Huarache Light, and towards the back you guys do see a glossy Nike above the Fear of God logo, and then you have your zipper that comes in. One thing I will say about this shoe is that once you're in it, you are in it. It's pretty locked. I kind of take back from what I said. When I try to take these joints off, they are like suction cup to my feet, because right here on the outsole, right where that plastic or this TPU cage ends, that's where the top of your heel is. They do not slip, they do not slide, and they're kind of a pain to take off. Another detail on the cage, towards the front you have the small Nike swoosh. I like that. It's a little bit, not too big, not too much, but I mean, I still like the shoot arounds as well with that bigger swoosh. Getting back into the zipper and some of those details, there is a split right here. This cage is glued down, and that is one thing I noticed on a lot of pairs. There is some excess glue around the cages that I wish wasn't there, especially with a $350 sneaker, but when it is somewhat mass produced, I can see those things coming into play. To me, it really doesn't take away too much from the shoe, but at $350 retail price, I would like that to be a little cleaner, Now, other than this really nice suede or leather material up here at the top, you also have this crazy mesh that surrounds the shoe. Now, this is where I like the light bone colorway a little bit more. They do have that crazy leather all across the shoe. On this one, it's a mixture of the toe box materials and this mesh. The mesh to me doesn't seem as luxe, doesn't seem as expensive feeling, I guess you would say, as that leather on the light bone pair, but you know, I digress. Flipping back to the back, you do have a metal zipper right here. One side says Fear of God, the other one saying Nike, and when you pull down this zipper, you get into the guts. Now, the guts on these is premium. It is very luxe, and it almost feels like, I don't know, a microfiber like towel or microfiber suede on the inside of these. And when you do unzip them, they do have this really big piece back here just to protect your foot from the actual zipper, especially if you're playing in them. Having that zipper right on the back of your ankle can definitely dig in, and having this nice piece of what feels like suede and mesh or foam on the inside definitely helps and adds to the comfort of the shoe. You do have that Air Fear of God logo on the back of your ankle on the Achilles, and towards the front it is pretty, I don't want to say basic, but there's not really anything else going on other than that perforated microfiber, what I would guess called microfiber suede. Now, on the insole of these, once again, you have those nice luxe materials, and this was one detail that I could not find exactly what it meant. On the inside it says 06 10 24 25. I don't know what that detail is. If anyone knows, please let me know down below in the comments. I am also curious. So now that I've detailed and broken down this shoe as best as I can, there's a couple things that I want to talk about why I think this shoe is so great and why I think it's definitely a moment in sneaker history coming from Jerry Lorenzo. When you look at this sneaker, one thing he talks about a lot is shape. Now, if you look at this sneaker, what does it look like? Kind of has like this triangular shape, and that is the shoe shape a lot of people look for because it looks the best on your feet. Whenever you see someone post on Instagram a straight up shoe shot, you notice that their foot looks a little bunched up, or their toes look a little bit scrunched up in the toe just to give it that kind of triangular look. That's what you get with this sneaker when your foot isn't even in it. And that's why I think this shoe looks so good with so many different things, is that they really really nailed the shape on this sneaker. Now, another shoe that people have definitely compared it to is this thing right here, the Adidas Yeezy 750, and I definitely can see where they are drawing those comparisons. But shape, let's talk about shape. With this shoe, do you not get the triangle off rip at the top, basically where your jeans are probably gonna fall? That's where the triangle really comes in. I think that this shoe, although I really do like it and I still do love this sneaker, sometimes the shape can get lost on this one. If this is too big, the collar maybe is too wide, you're gonna get some kind of creasing back here on the heel, as you can see with mine, and I think on feet, this sneaker looks better. So with the 750 comparisons, yes, I do see it, but shape-wise, shoe-wise, someone said this or this, I'm sorry. I'd have to say this guy right here. These shits is just fire, bro. If you haven't taken anything from this review, if you just skip past all the details, don't give a fuck about any storytelling, you just want to see the shoe, just know that these shits is hot. They retail at $350. I'm not surprised they retail at $350. At first we thought $395 because regular Fifth Guys sneakers retail at $1,000, so I'm not surprised. And for fitting, they fit a little bit big. I would have loved to gotten 11.5. I think that would have been the perfect fit. So go a half size down if you can.
Say no more game.
Cat baby, a run, baby, Supersonic. Young, baby, run it, baby. Fuck time, bad, Supersonic. Got it, fast, Supersonic.
Lil Uzi been stacking in money, till that money cannot stack. I get that money, Cut up and run up a rack, run up the racks. 2, 2, 3 right through the rats. Bought in New York and Joe Chef. I used to shop in that sex. Why? Yeah, me and your bitch we had sex. Yeah, then I turned her over. What? Me and your bitch we relaxed.
I know the game. I'll put you all the game, okay. I know the game. I'll put you all the game, okay.
Eat it, fight it, lean it, geek it, sleep, don't sleep, leave it, delete it, she creep, she teeth, baby, my linen, my Benny, my Gucci, I get the sign, touch it, you lose it, he ain't got guap, don't do it, if he got guap, let do it, I'm on the block, let do it.
Beating you up like I'm Jax, yeah, serve it. All of these motherfucking zombies, they all on the line. Making the money, nigga, I'm the man. Chaining the diamond, the different the colors, it looking like the beak on Toucan the same. Okay, I'm chilling, the bitches on me, and I feel like a villain, I'm popping his ass. Zanny, I'm about your bitch on me, she know ain't no panic, she just wanna fuck me, just wanna suck it.
Ken, Rich and Bubba T, how this shit be poppin'. Cisco be the gang, huh? Ain't nobody stoppin'. Sooner or later, watch my chain hang. Okay, I just want the money, fuck the fame.
I'm on the block, let do I got a Glock 9, but a 4.5, yeah, gon' do 'em. You cannot count with a goon, you don't wanna come in the room. Shawty ain't ready for a flat, baby nigga. Shawty ain't ready to fiend. What? Cat, baby, a run, baby, Supersonic.
She just sit on the dick, I'm so uncomfortable. I been getting all the money, is ugly. I get the paper, these niggas be hating. The bitch on me and she might stop percolating. Let me check.
Right, you're not talking about